Hello and welcome to Edukimi's YouTube channel. My name is Harsh Singh and in this video we shall discuss the feature news for today, that is on Mulla Periyar Dam issue. Now, before we consider the issue of Mulla Periyar Dam, we must understand that India has got huge number of old dams. India has as many as around 6,000 large dams, and a good number of them are old. In fact, 5% of India's dams are constructed more than a century old. And not only that, around 80% of all these dams have been constructed at least 25 years back. So we need to look at the safety of the dam, and that is why a Dam Safety Act was instituted. In this context, in the institution of Dam Safety Act and understanding that many of the dam infrastructure that we had that was constructed way back, we must understand what is the issue of Mulla Periyar Dam, one of the most popular dams because of several reasons. So let's understand what is the issue here. Looking at the image here, this particular dam is Mulla Periyar Dam is located on the Kerala side at the border of Tamil Nadu Kerala region. Now, the name of the river on which this Mulla Periyar Dam is located is Periyar River. It starts in Tamil Nadu but flows into Kerala, and then after this Mulla Periyar Dam, there is also an Idukki reservoir later on in Kerala. Now, the history is something like this, that there was a contract between the Maharaja of Travancore and the British government, erstwhile times of British era, where the contract was given for 999 years, with the help of which the British India could utilize the water supplies. They could utilize the water supplies for irrigation. They could also utilize the water supplies to create power. And that is where they generated the power with the help of Mulla Periyar Dam. This is where they would hold the water and then redirect the water into Tamil Nadu. Now, what is Tamil Nadu's main prerogative here is to be able to provide more water to people, is to be able to give more power to people, electricity generation. And on the other hand, what is Kerala's issue? Kerala raises the concern of environment. It says that the dam is 100 plus years old. It was constructed way back in 1890s. So we should be able to reconstruct the dam. Tamil Nadu says, no, the idea should be to increase the levels of the dam, 139 to more heights to 145. This is how Tamil Nadu would say, and Kerala would say that no, I think we need to reconsider what is the situation of the dam, because if this dam breaks, if there is a fallout situation in the dam, it will lead to a huge quantity of water downstream the river, and it would also impact livelihood of people, lives of people, and the Idukki reservoir as well. So Kerala, one state which is located along the coastal area, will be more vulnerable. Now remember, we have had the projects like the construction of the new railway project that has been pending in Kerala, because of these kind of issues, because of the issues of landslide, issues of mismanagement, issues of environment clearances. And over and above, we also have another project which was created a long time back and facing so many hurdles. So one must consider the eco-sensitivity of Kerala, the natural sensitivity to these kind of incidences, and then look at these kind of issues. So Periyar River, which originates in Tamil Nadu, right? It was the rights of the river, certain rights, for example, utility of water, creation of power, were given to Tamil Nadu by Kerala, Maharaja of Travancore. But concerns were raised after in around 1970s the first time, and now the case is under Supreme Court supervision, right? So the idea has been to strengthen the dam. Many of the experts say that we must strengthen the dam. On the other hand, and then we can raise the water levels. On the other hand, there's some experts saying that Kerala experts saying that we must build a new dam in this place and do the needful, right? Now, Supreme Court in 2021 directed a supervisory committee. It said that you got some directions, you follow these directions. The directions were, first, tell us what is the instrumentation plan of the dam. Tell us about the rule curve and the gate operation schedule or the reservoir operation plan. See, what actually happens is the level to which the dams are raised just before the level of the dam which is available just before the monsoons, it is at low, because we have to have more water through the rainfalls. So this is one of the strategies followed. So the water is accordingly channelized, downflow is channelized. This is one thing. On the other hand, we do not know, the predictability of monsoons is also varied. We don't know much about it. So therefore, Supreme Court says, what is the operation schedule? You tell us that. What are the dam instruments? Tell us that, so that we understand what is the vulnerability of the people. On the other hand, United Nations also has given a report on the same. The United Nations says that we will be affecting as many as 35 lakh people downstream in case the dam breaks. In case the dam breaks, we will have an issue of the life of 35 lakh people in Kerala. See, Kerala has gone through multiple issues related to flooding, right? 2000, a couple of years itself back, we saw this. Now, in this context, one must understand that rehabilitation of people is mandate. Protection of dam is a mandate. Or reconstruction of a dam if it has gone old is mandate. We must also understand that when 80% of these dams that we have, large dams in the country, are 25 years old at least, in that case we must reconsider what should be the priority for us. Building power projects, or giving power for irrigation, or constructing a new dam, considering the safety of this particular vulnerability of the particular region. So this is the debate between both the parties, Supreme Court mediating this issue, and the plan should be prioritizing what is the requirement in the region. Yes, Tamil Nadu must be served whatever are the requirements for them. Water utility must be important, but then lives of people is also important. When the projects of construction of new rails, or similarly the new projects in Kerala and Tamil Nadu have been hold, Theni project has been hold, the Neutrino Observatory project has been hold. What is the issue regarding not holding this project for the safety of the people? So looking at both the sides, there should be an amicable solution for a problem like this. Now, a quick understanding about the feature news of yesterday. Yesterday's feature news was on India-France relationship, and there was some sound problem. So I'll quickly share what we had covered yesterday. India-France relationship should be considered from the perspective of a couple of things. One is the power that both of these countries enjoy in their domains. India as a growing economy, one of the leaders of developing world, and France right at the center of Western Europe. France is the second most important economy of European Union, contributing to almost 17% of European Union's GDP. And the first one is Germany. So one is the power that they enjoy. The second is from the view of complementarity. While India provides human resources, France is a huge place for FDI, foreign direct investments in developing nations, places which can be provide industrial development. So they have been funding many other countries, they could fund India as well. They are a powerhouse for research and development as well. In fact, we have associated with France at multiple fronts for research and development activities and providing the scientific equipment, be it the National Solar Mission, solar energy, be it the submarine technology with the help of the I-75I project, right? Nuclear project, not the nuclear submarines, that will be in the future, but the conventional submarine project. Along with that, yes, P-75 and P-75I kept on hold. Along with that, whether it be the nuclear power or conventional power generation, and importing of aeroplanes, Rafale, and the previous one, Mirage, all of them we've dealt with France. So there is a complementarity because they have research capabilities, they have finances, they have the outreach in Europe, and India has the human resources. That is how we should look at the relationship. On the other hand, we have some challenges. While France wants to develop relationship with India, its presence in Indo-Pacific is not as high as some other European countries. We also have a challenge in developing our trade potential, because right now we are looking at only going towards $20 billion. $20 billion with France having a huge part. See, France economy is very big, among the top 10 economies of the world, and it also has huge trade relationship. If you look at the trade percentage of the GDP of France, it is high. But its trade with India is very low. What is the issue? We are low. It is just like Russia. So if you can criticize Russia on similar grounds, you can criticize India, France also on the similar grounds. And in fact, France is also said as the new Russia for us, provided it starts giving us the technology which Russia has given, because France is also helping already in many defense and scientific technologies to us. Another issue with France-India is that so we covered the issue of Indo-Pacific presence, we covered the issue of the low trade, and we also must understand that India and France are are seeing Chinese BRI through different eyes. So border, the Belt and Road Initiative are seen through different eyes. India is not an acceptance to Chinese projects, and France has already accepted this. So that is how we should see what are the complementarities, what are the issues in a relationship, what is the way forward. See, Germany and India relationship is far better than India-France. However, France is an emerging prospect for India, and India is an emerging prospect for France. Both of it goes complementarity with complementarity to each other. In fact, the whole of Europe should be looked from the same perspective. So this is what was covered in the yesterday's featured news. If you like this initiative, share some love, questions, put down in the comment section, and we will ensure to get back. Thank you for watching.